Okay, so welcome back to MedEd Animation. This will be part of the playlist or series focusing really on the learning theory as it might relate to someone doing educational videos and animation. And in this talk, we're going to focus on a topic I really enjoy, which is the Advance Organizer. So I'll actually start with an example and then go to the definition. So if you saw this slide, and some of you watching this may know about different, know some things about platelets. Other viewers might have no idea of anything about platelets, but many of you might look at this and just by guessing, what do you think is going to go in these boxes? My intuition is that it would be for three main categories of causes of low platelets, and then in the blue boxes would be examples within each of that category. So if you agree with me, you'll understand that there's something relatable, even if you don't know much about the topic, that before any information is given, just seeing these rectangles organized this way primed you that I'm about to give you a certain organization of information. And so that's the idea of the Advance Organizer. Now, let's say I just gave you this page the way it is, and I didn't fill any of the text. Would this help you do better on a test about low platelets? No, right? Unless the question was, how many main categories of low platelets are there? And the answer was 3. Otherwise, this table empty would not help. But it is cognitive load that you're investing up front, hoping that it's going to pay off when you receive the information in an organized way. So, take a step back. The definition of an advance organizer is it's some sort of ideational scaffolding that's abstract and relatable and given in advance, ahead of time, to the actual information itself. And so one common misconception, a lot of people pop a D on the end of the word for advanced organizer and think it's like, ooh, it's advanced, it's complex. I'm using all these advanced terms and techniques in education. I'm advanced. But really, it's supposed to be very simple. It's kind of ironic. So it's advanced for early, not advanced for complex. So another common example many of us grew up with was the Venn diagram, right? Where as soon as you see two overlapping circles, you know your teacher is about to compare and contrast two things. And, here you wouldn't be able to answer test questions about mammals versus reptiles with the two overlapping circles, but you can very well once the circles are filled in. And I like to cite Ausubel, 1978. So Ausubel is this author who coined the advanced organizer idea actually in the 60s. But if you read his 1978 article, that's when he nerds out and is defining advanced organizers again and defending himself against all the critics who have been bashing his idea of advanced organizers for the prior 10 years. So it's kind of a fun read because you learn about advanced organizers and you watch this guy get really defensive about his work. So I really enjoyed that one. But anyway, that's the idea. So why would I bring this up in context of using animation education? Well, you can use, of course, visuals like Venn diagrams and charts and tables and things. But in addition, I like to raise the question, are characters potential advanced organizers? After all, you can show characters that, based on their personalities, their postures, their appearances, are these abstract, metaphorical, relatable, ideational scaffolds. And then if each character ends up representing a drug or a molecule or something else the learner has to learn information about, you can assign information to that character. So just like how, kids who watch the show Pokemon growing up, they memorize all these facts about the abilities of each character, that would be easier than them just memorizing a list of those abilities on a piece of paper, because there's something about compelling visuals and personalities and getting to know characters as a social relationship that helps us remember more information, because that's kind of how our brains evolved. And of course, I was by no means the first one to think of this. Besides the Pokemon example, Healing Blade was a medical card game for antibiotics versus microbes versus bacteria that I think it was healthcare providers who teamed up with some wonderful digital artists. And so you can look up that trailer. As far as I last checked, I think the card game is sold out, so you can't get it, but it's an actual playable game. Seems pretty cool. But that also, theoretically helps people retain a lot about these drugs and bugs. And then there's a Japanese manga and now anime series available on Netflix. That's it's called Cells at Work, and it represents very accurately, actually, all of the different types of blood cells in anthropomorphic form and goes through a lot of immunologic situations, different types of pathogens and immune responses, and including a two-part finale about hemorrhagic shock. And I won't spoil any more details for you. But so this stuff is out there and it's clearly fun. It's acceptable by learners, and might be a good information delivery tool. And it's definitely an active area of research where we need to study more closely the effect of characters on learning. So thanks for listening to another installment of MedEd Animation. Feel free to explore this YouTube channel. I have playlists to keep things organized of my work as well as other people's work. So there's the more scholarly academic stuff like this. There's stuff about art, about animation, about specific pieces of software like Synfig, Inkscape, and Krita. So look around, enjoy, and hopefully you'll feel inspired like I am.